We are here today to remember the Inuit, First Nations, and Métis children who never return home, to share their names and to share the burden of loss that their families continue to carry every day. Today's honor and tribute reminds us that all of the horrors of residential schools are not a distant memory. Many First Nations, Inuit, and Métis alive today knew children who died while in residential school. That is how we keep their memories alive, by learning their stories, learning from them, and sharing them with generations to come.
4,000 plus little ones that didn't come home. In some cases, their parents weren't even notified. In some cases, they're unmarked graves. And so today is the implementation of Call to Action 72, a national memorial register starting to happen so that we never forget. And I've used the word genocide. The residential school system was a genocide of Indigenous peoples, First Nations peoples, forcibly removing children from their homes and inflicting harm and inflicting pain. And we still feel the intergenerational trauma of that genocide. We see it every day in our communities. But now we say there's hope, because it's not just survivors now we want to use, that the people are standing up in this word now, thrivers.
While substantial and unprecedented progress on the path of reconciliation has occurred between the Métis Nation and the Trudeau government over the past 4 years, true and lasting reconciliation cannot and will not occur until Métis residential schools are dealt with, including the Île-à-la-Crosse boarding school.
Canada will not become a really true country until it resolves its relationship with Indigenous peoples in a good way. The United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, the Missing Word Indigenous Women's Inquiry, the Royal Commission on Aboriginal Peoples, the Truth and Reconciliation Calls to Action, they all call for an improved relationship, one that's built on mutual respect and reciprocity. We don't live in that country yet. We live in a country that still is in the midst of a human rights crisis, profound human rights violations. We've got to do better, and we can do better. And I hope that all Canadians feel that if we get this right, we'll be a better, stronger country.